10, and the learning objective is to outline the characteristics of different transmission media. So what is transmission media? Transmission media is a communication channel that carries the information from the sender to the receiver, and data is transmitted through the electromagnetic signals. The main functionality of the transmission media is to carry the information in the form of bits through a network. It's a physical path between transmitter and receiver in data communication, and it's located in the physical layer, the lowest layer of the OSI reference model. There are two broad types of transmission media: wired and wireless. Copper cable is a wired transmission media and is the most common kind of cabling in computer networks. It's used in power generation, power transmission, and circuitry, and its speed is on average up to 300 megabits per second. For reliability, it can experience corrosion and last on average 5 years. However, in terms of security, it can very easily be tapped. Moving on to coaxial cable, this consists of two copper conductors, and it's used to carry TV signals. It can reach speeds up to 500 megabits per second, and it's more reliable than normal copper cable as it has an insulating layer. However, in terms of security, it can still be tapped. Moving on to UTP, which is unshielded twisted pair cable. When two conductors of a single circuit are twisted together for the purposes of improving electromagnetic compatibility. This is very popular in local area networks and telephone networks, and can reach speeds up to 1000 megabits per second. And it's very lightweight, thin, and flexible, which makes it reliable, and it's also very secure. Moving on to fiber optic cable, which is an optical fiber cable that carries a beam of light. Its con is that it's very expensive. It's used in data transmission and telephone lines, and it's very fast, can reach up to speeds of 1 gigabit per second. However, in terms of reliability, it's very reliable and needs very few repeaters, and it's also extremely secure. Microwave radio is a wireless transmission medium where information is carried through air. Satellites use microwave signals, and it's also used in mobile telephone networks and local area networks. It can reach very high speeds. For example, 5G averages around 1000 megabits per second, 100 megabits per second. In terms of reliability, it's very easily affected by weather conditions and physical obstructions, and it is also less secure than wired transmission media. Infrared is a type of radiation used for wireless communication over very short distances. It's used in remote controls. In terms of speed, it's not used in networks and therefore has no download or upload speed, and it cannot pass through objects. However, it is very secure. Bluetooth is wireless and uses microwave radio. It's used in PAN, personal area networks, and can reach speeds up to 15 megabits per second. It is reliable, however, over very short distances, and is very secure. So, social and ethical issues concerning transmission media. Wireless transmission media, specifically 5G, uses extremely high frequency, which can reach up to and even exceed 6 gigahertz. These frequencies have high EMFs and are potentially associated with tissue heating and perhaps even cancer, as well as other damages to the human body. 5G radiation can be very harmful, and we reach a social dilemma, because although 5G provides us with up to 20 times faster internet speeds than previous, such as 4G, it does have the potential to harm the human body. So here is a Quizlet activity. And here are some exam style questions. The first is identify 2 factors that should be considered when selecting transmission media. And the second is state 1 hardware device required in networking and outline its function. Okay.